Very good evening, everyone. So let's begin with our presentation session. Palak, are you there? Palak?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now you are audible. You can start your presentation.
Ma'am, your voice is very low.
Wait.
I'm barely able to hear it.
Okay. Now you can see now my voice is clear?
Yes. It is better.
Okay. You can
Okay.
start your presentation.
Ma'am, is my screen visible now?
Yes, your screen is visible.
So, good evening. I'm Palak Tandon from Java Programming Group, and my task name is plotting line chart with moving averages and volume indicator for Bank of Baroda stock data. So a picture is worth more than thousand words. It is rightly said. You know, the meaning of this is that sometimes a standstill pictures explain much more than very descriptive analysis and explanations. Have you ever wondered why small children have very much pictures along with, like, even the small children learning A for apple or B for ball have one side written A for apple and the other side the picture of the same? The reason behind this is that when a small child is learning about apple, if he sees the image, he visualizes the same and he is able to grasp more efficiently and understand better. Same we'll be seeing through our presentation, which is based on data visualization. So the table of content are, first we'll see the introduction, then data visualization through line chart, code implementation, advantages of data visualization, data graphically, conclusion, and finally differences. So, introduction. Monitoring the progress of company stock is of great importance to the investors, analysts, and financial experts. Gaining a visual understanding of stock data through charts can offer valuable observation regarding the trends, patterns, outliners, and potential risks, opportunities. We'll examine how the tools of data visualization helps in understanding the again and again fluctuating prices, trends, outliners, and then making informed decisions in the ever changing world of financial markets. So, data visualization through line chart. What is data visualization? So, data visualization in a layman language can be said as graphically representing data or information which is appealing to the eyes. So the visual display of the information communicate complex data set relationships and data-driven insights in a way that is easy to understand. Whenever we see something, we can easily differentiate between squares to circles, red to blue colors, as it appeals to our eyes. We can understand better, and our brain is programmed in such a way that it easily maps a square to red color, suppose, and a blue color to a circle. As we see, like, whatever we read is not much gone into the brain as much as we visualize it. A line chart, we'll be studying the data visualization through a line chart. So what is a line chart? A line chart is a sequence of data points which are connected through a straight line, and this straight line tells the basic relationship between the two entities. This type of chart sequential values that help us to identify the trends. Mainly, the x-axis represents the progression values and the y-axis represents some matrix which are drawn across the progression values. Now, code implementation. Before we see the code implementation, we'll have a look at historic stock data of Bank of Baroda. So we have the CSV file. The first column here has serial numbers, and the second column, we'll start from the second column.
Sorry,
So it has
I cannot see the data set as well as if you are showing your in demonstration, I cannot see that.
okay, ma'am, 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
I'll Is my Excel sheet visible now?
Yeah, now it's visible.
So let's have a look at the stock data of Bank of Baroda on which we'll be doing operations. So first column here has a serial number, so we'll ignore it. Then we have date, it has dates of various stocks. Then open price, high price, low price, close, and volume. So we'll be doing operations on this data on these columns. Let's return back to the presentation. So we have code implementation now. We'll return to the code. Firstly, we have imported various classes and libraries of JFree chart to draw the chart. Then we have imported the Java Swing, AWT, IO package classes and util package classes. Then there is a class named moving average chart. Then I'll straight away come here, CSV file path. This is the path of my CSV Bank of Baroda file in my local computer. Then I have initialized moving average period as 5, as this is the number of the data points to be considered. Now there are lists, array lists named closing price, volume, moving averages, and moving average of the volumes. I have started a try block here and have initialized the buffered reader. Then I have declared string line. Then boolean is header is initialized to true. Then I have started a loop, and this loop will iterate till we reach the end of the CSV file. It will cover each and every line of the file. Here I have checked if header is true, then we'll initialize this to false, and then we'll continue the iteration. Here the if block basically tells us to skip the header part. Header part includes the date, open price, like the labels which were given. So we have to skip that and just come to the part which has data. Now I have made a array, string array, and it is going to split each and every line of the CSV file on the basis of delimiter comma. Since it is a CSV file, comma separated values. Now there is a loop. Data dot length should be greater than equals to 6. Now we have converted each and every data into appropriate data types and have stored in respective variables like close price and volumes. Then we have added these variables to the array list, which we've seen before, closing price and volume. We've added these each and every volume to this array list. Then we are going to calculate the moving average for the closing price. We've started this loop here, and this loop calculates the sum of the closing price of each and every line. Then we have calculated moving average as sum divided by moving average period. Period is the total number of the data points. Then we have added this to the moving average data array list. Same way we have calculated the moving average for volumes. We have find the sum, then we find the average by dividing the sum by data points, which is called moving average period. Then we have added moving volume average to the array list. Now this is the function create and show combined chart, which is going to plot the line chart. It will be seen ahead in the code. This is the catch block. It will catch any exception if it occurs, and it will print the stack trace of the whole exception. Now this method prints the combined chart and displays it on the screen. So here we have instances of default category dataset, of price dataset and volume dataset. We have a loop here, for loop. It adds the value of moving average to the price datasets and value of the moving average to volume dataset. Now JFree chart, this helps us to plot the chart. It uses chart factory.create line. It has various titles, labels, plot orientations, data sets. It makes use of this to plot the line. And this is for moving average for closing price. Now we'll see this is used for plotting the line chart of volume. We have to draw a volume indicator. We have to remember this. So same as previous, we have data set here, plot, then titles, labels. Here we have changed the color of the plot to green, volume plot, and we have just beautified the code here. We have rendered line just to see that it is visually appealing to us. Now finally we have made a frame here and combined both the charts. And the layout of the frame is set. We have added the chart panel of the price chart and the volume chart. We have packed them both in one frame. Then we have set the location to the center, and then we have set it visible as true, so that it is visible to us. Now let's run the code, see whether we get the output or not. We can clearly see the output. The red line for moving average of closing price for stock data of Bank of Baroda. Then this is volume indicator. This is moving average volume for Bank of Baroda stock data. We have got the required output. Let's return back to our presentation now. Ma'am, is my presentation visible?
Yes, your presentation is visible.
So we have successfully done the code implementation. We'll move forward in the presentation. So advantages. What are advantages of data visualization? It provides a clear representation of data sets. We can see the trends, we can understand the patterns, we can see the outliners. They are very easy to interpret and understand. You know, many employees and businessmen use it to make you can say their customers or even some non-technical customers, to make them understand easily without any confusion, because they can easily understand the trends rather than understanding the whole theory or the words. So, if it is effective in comparing multiple data sets on the same charts, yes, we can draw various correlations and take informed decisions so that we can make profits. Moreover, data visualization draws our attention. It keeps our eyes on the message which is to be understood. So, all, it helps us to take informed decisions so that we can make profits. It helps us in strategic planning so that we are always ahead in financial markets. So conclusion. So the conclusion of the presentation, we can say, first we've understood about data visualization, then about the line chart. We have successfully used the line chart to analyze and visualize the data of stock market of Bank of Baroda. Then we have coded. Then we have seen the output. We got the required output. We have seen the advantages. So in a nutshell, we can say our presentation has demonstrated the power of data visualization in analyzing the financial data and making informed decision in stock market, so that we can always stand ahead and make profits. These are the references which I've used for the presentation. Thank you. If you have any questions, please ask.
Palak, can you let me know, please, that is your presentation scheduled for today or for which date it was scheduled for this topic?
Ma'am, this was scheduled yesterday, but I had exam for my college, so
Okay.
that is why I had asked in the technical support for the same. They said you can give
Okay, no
on
problem.
the same link.
Okay. Okay, can you let me know that what characteristics do you think that makes the good data visualization?
Ma'am, what characteristics? Ma'am, the characteristics can be that you have a good you've used appealing colors, like good data patterns. Like I have chosen a line chart for the same. You can choose other, like there are very charts are there, graphs are there, maps are there, whatever suits your data set, or in which you want to visualize it. So you can use various colors, like I've used red and green colors to visualize. I've used line chart, I've plotted them. So whatever, you can see the data set accordingly. First point I'll say, data set is very necessary. Then after seeing the data set, you can use your own creativity,
Yeah.
how to make it more presentable so that it attracts audience attention.
Yes, it's perfect. Rest your presentation was quite good, and your demonstration part also, you covered every aspect and clearly explained each and every point. So rest, do you have any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I will provide your scores and feedback on your email.
Ma'am. Thank you so much. Ma'am,
Welcome.
may I leave?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Since we don't have any more interns, we will wait for 2 more minutes. Then if we don't have any more interns, then we will wrap up our session. Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Since we don't have any more interns, so we wrap up our session here. Thank you, everyone.